Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Blase, blase. I did make me two beautiful smoothies today. You know, I'm cooking as usual. You know, I'm on here. I had to show the wellness smoothie. I ain't show myself pouring it, but I do extra just for y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? See, I ain't even have a drip spilling when I poured it, but it's cool. I did that for y'all. You know. Nah, I ain't do no taste test for the gram. But for y'all, I'ma taste it. I'm gonna let y'all know how it tastes. Cause every time it don't hit. It don't hit every time. It don't hit the same. But today we had them pineapples and we had them strawberries, and I had faith in them strawberries. Them strawberries, yesterday was the right day for the strawberries. But you know, it's only a day away. Yesterday we cut them strawberries and you can smell the strawberries when you cut them. Today, I ain't saying I couldn't smell them, but I'm just saying it didn't hit my nose the same, you know? So, yesterday would have been a better day to make that little one right there, but I didn't. So, I'll tell y'all how it tastes though. First, I gotta put this mix in it. Pancake mix too, you know, strawberries and blueberries. Let's see how we. That junk hit. It's one of the best movies I've made in a good second. She just asked me, do I like my smoothies chunky or like liquidy? I like it liquidy like this. Like this is like the perfect little thing for me. I would want this every time, just like this. Cause you drink it and it go down so smooth. It's like drinking a milkshake or something. And I love milkshakes, and this low-key kind of tastes like a milkshake. I'm not gonna hold you. Huh? Tastes like a milkshake. Did you taste it? Man, this junk lovely. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Cranberry juice, not too much. You know, I ain't even rock with cranberry juice for a long time. She would like to think she put me here. But cranberry juice, y'all know I was getting the cranberry juice with other stuff in it. Pineapples, you know. The strawberries gone. They was fresh though. Strawberries, a few blueberries, 2 bananas. We got buckets of watermelon. We had fresh little watermelon in there. And that's it, bro. That's all we had. And this jump bang, bro. It bangs hard with the ice cubes. It hits.
That you're gonna make of me.
Right. Do you understand now?
So.
Do you understand now? Oh, you don't. Do you get this?
You still did it though. This video was up like that.
Did you get this? She wants to so bad.
Nathaniel.
I was really in a recording mood.
That's for fun. That's to make people laugh.
Okay. I really want you to understand.
Or if you never know, I might have did a prank and you might have laughed at that, Nathaniel. Certain things are not. You're making it seem like if I would have did whatever prank I decided to do on you, you take it in a negative way. Some pranks you might even laugh at. Some pranks you might enjoy, and that's my aim. To get something out of those pranks to make you laugh and me laugh at the same time for it to be fun.
So, do you know or remember the way you feel when I'm recording you? You always don't want me to record or whatever when we're arguing or whatever because you feel some type of way about it being posted. The same way you feel right now because I'm recording that is the same way I feel with the pranks. It's not my preference. It's not my cup of tea. I don't want to sit there and do it.
Have
So
you still posted stuff up there?
yes, I did. But
Have I yet? I didn't get the pleasure to.
you didn't get the pleasure to what? I'm not participating. I'm not asking you to participate in anything. You're already deciding to sit here and argue with me or whatever over this. And every time this happens, you do decide to walk away or whatever.
I'm doing my clothes. Can I not do this?
Did I say anything was
You
wrong
just
with what
said
you
walk away
did?
because
I
I
said
just
you
walked away, but
do
I'm
decide
doing
to.
something.
Because
I'm not walking away
it's
because
not
I'm
just
walking
now,
away.
it's the past also. You always decide to whatever.
Do you know how to blur out stuff?
You do decide to walk away and all that. And it's like,
Blur out stuff?
you think I
just cut
can?
this out.
And it's like every
If I
time,
pulled down my shirt right now, would you keep that in?
you always having a problem, whatever. You said, what's the difference? I'm not pranking you when I speak about whatever I want to speak about with the camera. I'm talking about my life. I'm doing it for me.
I'm trying to enjoy my stuff.
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool.
a funny, fun person, and I like pulling little innocent pranks.
At the end of the day, some people like to do pranks for the acknowledgement or whatever build up, whatever they want. It's not worth it for me. It's not something that I desire.
I'm not doing
And it's
it.
like,
Well, I'm not trying to.
right.
Desire what the-
So, I talked to my brother today, and he gave me the inspiration to record. I was going to record and talk about whatever, but my GoPro was in the car. And I realized I did not bring the GoPro up here, so I could not record on the device that I wanted to record on. I have my phone, but you know how I am about recording on my phone. This camera is nice. It's a beautiful camera. But it's the wrong camera. It's not the one with the flip out screen. So when I'm doing vlogs like this, I just gotta trust my photography instincts, put it on as wide as I can to make sure I get the shot, get at least in the shot when I'm recording. Because if I'm recording and it's like this, I already don't want to watch my videos. I doubt you guys would want to. I chose to record at this angle for lighting reasons, because I know there's a window right behind me. The only problem is I don't know how it looks to you guys because I don't have the flip out screen, so I don't know if I'm overexposed or anything. I have to just go on a whim.
It looks fine.
But you know, I assumed they looked fine, so I went with it. But with that being said, I already was kind of in the thought process of recording. Not only did that happen, when I was in the shower, before I watched the shower thing, I was thinking about recording also while I was in the shower, because I was watching videos and I was just watching the education. I'm like, I need a mentor. I need somebody to teach me stuff. And I was just thinking about making a whole video on me needing to find the right content that I want to see, the right education, you know, the Derek Grace, the this, the that, whoop, whoop, whoop. But I didn't do that. I came in here and I decided to eat the rest of my food and enjoy my meal while watching TV. And you know, she came in here and she interrupted. So
I interrupted.
yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat my speech. I'm not gonna act like I gotta say it a different way. You interrupted. Now whether I cared that, minded the interruption or whatever, that's a whole different point. Long story short, she interrupted me. She did what she did, and after that,
What did I do?
after that, we not gonna even address that. It's like the other day I realized she taught me something. A lot of times when people don't want you to do something, or they want something done a certain way, they'll put up blockades. And the problem is, you might be able to break through every blockade. You might be able to, it might be a billion things. You might have a solution to every problem, but if you can't stop them from putting up the blockades, you can be sitting there breaking through blockades for the rest of your life. And it's like that opened my eye to a whole nother game, or a whole nother aspect to the game. It's funny because I'm talking about games, but running out of love games, I came up with the name, came up with the design, whatever. But I ain't even gonna stress on that right now. All I want to do is get y'all to understand what I'm saying right now. So basically, if we're having a conversation and we're getting down to a point and I'm trying to address the issue, but I don't like the, well, you're trying to address the issue, but I don't like the issue that you're addressing, I can bring up something, or I can bring up, you know, I can put something in the way of getting to the bottom line. I can come with a contingency. I can come with some other factor that doesn't make no difference about nothing and make you solve the problem to that, make you explain this. Well, why is your hair black? Well, why you still ain't lose no weight? I can just say anything. And it's like, while you're answering that question, although you can answer that question, you're still losing your interest. You're still not getting down to the main point at hand. And it's like, I feel like that happens a lot when I'm talking to her. We'll be talking about something and out of the blue, she'll say something like, oh, you la la la, you la la la. And it's like, you asking me these questions, you not letting me get to my point, and like you're changing what I'm saying, and it's like what I'm saying is not even important. I'm trying to get to the main thing. It's just context. And it's like you scrutinizing or picking and choosing what you want to, you know, target to defer the conversation. So that's something I realized and I got to the bottom of, as far as mentally, that, you know, sometimes there's blockades and you got to be able to get through them. But I don't know. I plan on recording. I plan on posting. I'm really getting my mental together right now because it's so much. It's so much to think about. It's so much to do. It's so much to be. Like literally, I went from being broke, having to grind to be able to make money on time, be able to not have myself in a situation to being on the couch, sitting on my butt, not working because I don't feel like it. And it's like, that's a check the check mentality. And it's like, it's complicated because it's not as simple as that. It's not just, oh, Nate, you got a check the check mentality, because it's more than that. And I can see the potential and my ideology. It's not that I want to sit on the couch and I don't want to be anything. It's that if I'm out on the road driving, then I don't have that possibility of doing something else that I gotta or want to do. I won't. If I'm driving right now, if I went out and I drove when I needed to drive, this video wouldn't be recorded. Maybe it might have been able to be recorded in a different way. I might have been able to record on the GoPro somewhere else, but it's like, that's a different, oh my gosh, my vocabulary is out. Parallax reality, that's a different reality. Basically, a billion things can happen, etc. But only one thing is going to happen in life. You don't go back in time and change. So it's like, there's a lot of different situations or a lot of different scenarios or whatever that can go on in life. And it's like, I can easily get caught up on doing the right one. And it's like, basically, it's easier for me to sit on this couch and record this video and not drive. It's easier for me to be at home and just be chilling and argue with her and debate with her or whatever, than be on the road and get into it with somebody I don't know, I don't like, and don't want to be around, you know. So it's like, with that being said, I would much rather be here. So I feel more comfortable being here. So it's harder to discipline myself and get on the road when those are the factors, on top of the fact that there's a way. I know there's a way for me to not have to drive again. I know there's a universe, there's a possibility in this galaxy, whatever, where I don't gotta ever work a job another day in my life. Starting now, like, I don't have to go get no more money. I can just figure it out. But it's like, at the same time, I'm not there and I'm not forced to be there. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to drive a couple hours and get my $30, $40, $50, $100 to pay this bill, because I'm not, you know, at the point where I'm willing to sit there and fight to do whatever I got to do to find another way to be happy while also getting money. I'm not at that point in time where I'm going to monetize my YouTube. I'm going to start my clothing brand. I'm going to find other read a book, find other ways to get my revenue, put 8 hours into learning instead of sitting here on the couch and watching TV and go make that money. I'm gonna grind. I'm not at that point right now, so it's like kind of gotta work. But I jump back and forth. I'm indecisive. One day I'm like, let me work 12 hours, and the next day I'm like, this is a good show, let me bench it, so it's like I'm still figuring it out. As far, I'm gonna put y'all hip to the game because I feel like it's a method to my madness. I don't have an end goal per se in mind, set in stone. All I know is I want success, and success can look different in many different ways. Like, shoot, I want to record and have my mic connected to this camera right now. I don't have my mic. It's crazy noise in the background, but it's like at the same time, I know that I don't need it. If I didn't have it, I would work without it, and it wouldn't be a problem. I know I don't need this camera. I know I don't need to have the perfect lighting, because if I didn't know how to have the perfect lighting, I wouldn't have it. I would have to be forced to doing it and editing or something. If I didn't record myself, it would just be an audio, a podcast. If I didn't have a visual, I don't need the visual to be perfect. At the end of the day, if I had a ugly, stupid, dumb visual right now, I can play the game right now and throw it on top of my gameplay. It's so many different avenues and ways around your problems. It's easy to say, oh, I can't do this, and just give up, but it's harder for you to find that solution. But the good thing about it is there's multiple solutions, a billion solutions. I literally said all that to say I haven't been recording on YouTube, and I know this is a repetitive issue, a repetitive thing. I haven't been recording, and I feel as if it has to do with laziness, and it has to do with desire also. And I feel like one of the biggest things is I'm not chasing quantity or quality right now. Meaning, quantity-wise, I'm not feeling any more successful by having more videos, by having the consistency with the videos. I do feel like consistency brings success. I do feel like your success is successful to have consistency. But mainly, when we look at the bigger picture, just posting is not there. Also, quality. Buying the best camera. I have a brand new camera. I haven't been vlogging, so I had this camera for the longest. I have not been vlogging on this camera. I probably didn't even plan to vlog on this camera. Now I think I might. But the long story short is, quality is also not something that I feel as is a desire for my success right now. There's so many other things that I can do to make my quality better. Hinting the fact that I don't have a mic on right now. It's like, with those two being not as important right now in my thought process, I'm not stressing on needing to do it. I'm still figuring things out. It's like I'm still unaware. What I want right now is the education. I want the picture. I want to know what I'm doing, and it's like I don't know what to do. I don't know what I really want to stick to, and it's like, basically, if I'm building a house, right, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to build this house, if I, at the end of the day, do not build the house, me recording it or not recording it is not going to change the fact that I did not build that house. So in this analogy, what I mean by that is, I don't really know what I want to tackle or what I want to chase down right now 100%. So I can record the process of me figuring this out, but at the end of the day, recording the process of me figuring out what I'm going to do is taking time away from me figuring it out. So although it might be beneficial in the long run afterwards, when I found out what I want to do, I also know that it's going to take the time away. I'm going to have to sit there and edit, but all of it is an excuse, and I acknowledge that, because at the end of the day, if I don't record, I might not ever realize that this may be what I want to do. I might just want to sit here and talk to you guys. I might just want to vent. I might just want to tell my thoughts, my ideologies. so it can be broken apart, so it can build and grow from comments, whatever the case may be. I never know, you never know the future. I just like ranting, honestly, so I feel like I gotta get back to it. Lately, I've been seeing you don't know what you don't know until you know it a lot. And that's one of my favorite sayings. And it's like, it's big because me and my uncle used to go back and forth over that ideology. And it's like, it's true. I mean, I believe in it heavy, so guess it's time to find out. I mean, hey, that's all I can say. Nice. Well, I got 7 minutes. Let me talk to y'all real quick. So, a wealthy individual just schooled me a little bit, and no, they did not teach me the way to get rich, the way to get wealthy. No, instead, she just told me her value, and it's funny because you could tell she was wealthy. You could tell she was wealthy because of the things that she was talking about. But with that being said, she was speaking on how she worked, but she retired, and basically, like I asked her, like, do she miss being busy and stuff like that and all, and she just said no. She basically was saying that at the end of the day, you end up realizing you're just chasing your tail, and it's like, I feel like that's deeper than I even broke down. Like, I still haven't broke down with that, how deep that can be, what that can really mean. But like, basically what I get from it is you can easily get caught up in thinking you need things that you don't need, creating desires that aren't desirable for you. But basically, it's just funny, man. It's just funny because earlier I was talking about how I was needing a mentor, and I was watching videos. I was watching this one video, and it was over YK Osiris, and he was saying, like, you think these people, who famous, happy or whatever, and he was just basically explaining how perception is perception. Like, you can literally look one way and it just be a whole different story, and it not be what it may seem to be. And it's like, what is and not what is to be. And what I mean by that is, whether you're happy, what makes you happy today. You don't know that a new car is gonna make you happy 10 years from now. You don't know that you're gonna be just as happy as you was when you first got it. You don't know that you're gonna, to give you an example, I got this car, and I almost said 2016. Boy, I had just graduated college. I got this car, and before I was driving this car, I was catching the bus. I just wanted any car. I just wanted to be able to get from point A to point B. Before I had another car, but I'm just saying, in all, before I was driving, I wanted a car so bad, and now it's like at the point where I'm at the level of wanting specifics. I want this type of car. I want this type of results. I want my car to not be saying, go check your airbag. I want no warning signs. I want it to just be perfecto. But it's like, you gonna always have desires. You gonna always want wants that's greater than what you have. But one thing that stood out, because I'm only 2 minutes away, is she said something about time. Like, she just discovered that time and health is the two most valuable things to her, I think. And it's funny because it's like, time you can't get back, health you can't buy. You can't just buy health. You have to, it's more than just something you can just buy. You can't just buy time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know how old she was. She said she was old. She kind of talked elegantly but low. I like how she was talking though. She from the UK. She said, "My mommy." I'm like, I thought she said something else. I forgot what I thought she said, but she was like, "Mommy." I'm like, "Oh, you talking about your mom?" But And at the end, she said, "It is what it is." I love that. That's one of my favorite little sayings. But to see that, you know, somebody from the UK saying that, you know, it is what it is. That's dope. But yeah, basically, she just made me think back on the thought of using your time wisely. You know, like, I don't want to get caught up in being a slave, working for myself even. You know, I don't want to please myself in unpleasurable ways. Whew! I feel like either I'm ignorant and I'm unaware, or I'm low-key like on some other junk, like y'all don't even like, or it's way deeper than what meets the surface, what meets the surface. Man, it's crazy. But basically, I don't want to go through things because of what I thought I wanted, just to realize that I didn't really want what I thought I wanted. So I'm tired of spending resources on things that's not resourceable. I'm trying. But basically, I'm tired of spending 10 hours at work just to get a pair of headphones that I can wear at work, so I feel more comfortable at work, instead of spending that time on a way to get me up out of work. Oh yeah. But I'm pulling up. I'm gonna have to talk to y'all. You know, I'm gonna be in and out. In and out. What did I mean by that? I could have meant a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, basically, I'm gonna tap back in. It's like sometimes I don't like driving, but I like that when I drive, I have the potential to, you know, make conversations and talk to people. You never know who you're going to pick up. You never know who you're going to talk to. You never know what type of life they live in. Somebody you might have never had connections with. You know, you might build some type of crazy connection. I love that. I'm working on it, though, because it's like, the last lady I told you I talked to, I only talked to her because she initiated the conversation, and it's like after we talked, it went dry, so I turned the music on, and then she just came out the blue, and she was happy about her green card getting accepted, so she just had to tell me. I'm like, cool. So after that, turned the music off, and I got to talking to her, and it was like I missed out on a few minutes of talking to her just because I wasn't aggressive in making a conversation, you know, finding something to talk about or whatever. And I feel like that's something I'm gonna work on. You know, if I feel like it's somebody who you know I possibly learn from, knowing that I can learn from anybody, I think I'm gonna try to, you know, have a conversation, unless I feel like it could lead negative or I'm getting bad vibes. But you know, if it seems like it's a good conversation, get everything I can out of them, get all the thoughts. It's like I'm doing tests, get all the beliefs on life or whatever from that person while I can. I gotta pee. That's one of the main things about Lyft, man. You know, I gotta pull over and go pee somewhere. I stop working to go pee, and it's like, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just I can easily see myself in a situation where I'm trying to hold my pee, and then I look up and I gotta wait an hour because I ain't know I was gonna have to drive somebody an hour away or something like that. But alright, y'all. I think the biggest thing about my life right now is purpose. My last delivery was very close to home, so although I only made $33 banking dollars so far, I've only been working for 2 hours almost. I already don't want to finish the rest of my day. Terrible, right? It sounds terrible. It is terrible, but at the same time, it's like there's a lot of homeless people out here, right? Now, homeless people even work. You know, they. I'm saying that because I picked up somebody who smelled like beer and looked a little rough. And I seen another guy with a sign over there, and I was just on my Instagram, and I seen two, you know, pictures that I took of, you know, less fortunate people. But long story short, you might not live a great life, but chances are in life, you live better than some other people. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you might be better. There's always a way to improve the way you live. There's always a way for you to get more and stuff like that. But it's all based off what you want. What is your purpose? What's your desire in life? And it's like right now, I don't know my ultimate desire. I don't know my ultimate purpose. It's a lot of things that I want to do, but I'm not chasing a lot of things. So I had this conversation with my woman. I think yesterday or something like that. I think it was yesterday. And basically, when it comes down to TV, I can sit and watch TV. I can always find a good show to watch. The show ain't even gotta be that good. I can easily sit and watch TV for 8 to 10, 20, 30 hours, right? We had just watched a 50 Cent movie, TV show, called For Life. And I binged it. I watched like 8 episodes on one day, and I didn't work that day. By the time I got done watching all them episodes, it was 12:30. It's 12:30 at night. So it wasn't nothing to do that. But when it comes down to stuff like photography or something of that nature, I don't see myself putting in 8 hours or consistent hours or just sit down and just going towards my grind. So it's like my grind fluctuates based off what I'm doing. It's hard for me to discipline and make myself grind towards certain things, but basically, if you discipline, you can do anything, right? But you will only be motivated to do the things that favor the outcome that you want, or the outcome that you desire. Even if it's not something that you might want to do it for somebody else. It's still in your desire because you feel as if that's what you have to do to meet their needs or to meet that. And you want to, you desire to meet their needs or whatever the case may be, right? But it's like right now, I still can finish working or I can go home. And it's like, right now I'm driving into my apartment complex. But the thing is, I don't know what I need. I don't know what I want. Like at the end of the day, I know I want money, but that's just gonna open my options. It's gonna make, this, that, third easy. But it's like, I don't know which way I want to make that money because it's easy for me to say that I gotta go to work. Work is not the only way to make money. If work is, if your definition of work is a 9 to 5, then maybe so. Maybe you gotta, go to Walmart or whatever. But there's multiple ways to work, and working a 9 to 5 is not the only way to make money. But yeah, I'm just caught up in the mix, man. Basically, I don't like. Stop it. We're gonna stop it. I have to continue this conversation in a whole different light, in a whole different space. So give me a second.